and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Azarina. We are from Group 2. Today we are going to present to you about company of Maxis Communication Berhad. We are five member of in the group. I'm Rosma. I'm going to present to you about history of the company. Maxis Communication or Maxis Berhad, one of the biggest and oldest telecommunication firm in the nation. With the headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the company offers consumer, owner of major corporation and small medium-sized business a range of communication product, application and value-added service. On October 1999, Maxis debuted the prepaid brand Hotlink. Following that, in 2002, Maxis acquired Timecell from Time.com Berhad, a rival provider of mobile services. Maxis was given the opportunity to privatize the business on April 27, 2007, in order to prepare for the expansion of Indonesian, India, and Qatari market. Next is a vision. Maxis Communication Berhad Vision is Malaysia leading converged solution provider. Next is the mission. Maxis Communication Berhad mission is to remind the nation premier integrated communication service provider, and it was shown in Maxis was the leader communication service provider in Malaysia back then. The core value is the top provider of convergent solution in Malaysia is the Maxis. Next is the objective. There exists to bring together the best technology to help people, business, and the nation always be ahead in the changing world. Next is the organizational structure. Is the organizational structure for the Maxis. Next is the board director. The chairman is Tan Sri Mozaini bin Mahathir. This is the board of director. They have Raja Tan Sri, Dato Sri Arshad bin Raja Uda, Dato Hamidah Naziadin, Alvin, Michelle, Hugh, Mezan Ahmad, Yutaya Kumar, Ui Hui Tin, Muhammad Abdullah, Abdul Aziz Abdullah, and Lim Gi Kyong. This is the board of director for Maxis Communication Berhad.
Hi and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Zarina. My name is Nur Akila binti Saibuddin. So we continue with the chapter 2, which is the input stage, focusing on the first stage of this analytical framework that consists of two critical factors, which are internal and external analysis factor that are connected very well to the company. So to conduct the input stage, a company need to come out with three different metrics, which are external factor evaluation metric, we have internal factor evaluation metric, and also the competitive profile metric. So for external factor evaluation metric that evaluate the external factor, which are opportunity and threat, while IFE that address the firm's internal strength and weaknesses, while the last metric, CPM, involved in comparison between the firms and its closest rival in the same industry across a set of critical success factors. So from the EFE metric, we can observe that the most crucial factor that need considered attention is Maxis compete in a growing market with several established telecom firms that weighted by 0.12. Also, Maxis need to allocate enough Maxis center in certain region to facilitate customer affair regarding products and plan. To be concluded, weighted score obtained by Maxis is 3.10 that portray above the average. So Maxis is responding well to the external opportunity and also reduce the external threat. Next, in CPM metric, conclude that the most important factor to being successful in the telecommunication industry are advertising and also 4G coverage as weighted by 0.20. Maxis also responding well to the product quality and also available package. But a new set of strategy need to be executed for the customer loyalty in order to retain the existing customer and also to attract the new customer. To be concluded, Celcom strategy is responding well from Maxis as Celcom obtained 3.20 of the total weighted score. So from the IFE metric, we can conclude that the second critical factor that need considered attention is in several places the line is interrupted as weighted by 0.10, This is because Maxis does not respond very well to these weaknesses, and this may lead to the customer loyalty issue that has been presented in the CPM metric previously. But on the other side, Maxis is capitalizing their strength, which is established business as a leader in the Malaysia by having a strong brand image indicated by 4 rating. To be concluded, Maxis obtained the total weighted of 2.90 that portray above the average. So this shows that Maxis is responding well to their internal strength and weaknesses factor. So, from this input stage, present that Maxis is a stable and established telecommunication firm in Malaysia. There is certainly room for improvement in few internal and external factors. Decision making and strategy that has been formulated must be aligned with the firm's mission, vision, objective, while maintaining their competitive advantage. So, that's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.
The next is the matching stage. The matching stage of the strategy formulas framework consists of 5 techniques that can be used in any sequence such as SWOT metric, the space metric, the BCG metric, the IE metric, and the grand strategy metric. A SWOT metric helps companies honestly evaluate their companies to understand their competitive advantages and identify where improvement can be made. It helps organizations identify strengths, mitigate risks, and plan more effectively for the future. Next, strength opportunity. First, track record of innovation. Even though most players in the services strive to innovate, Maxis has a successful record at consumer-driven innovation. Second, first mover advantage. The new products are rapidly increasing Maxis' market share in the communication service industry. Weaknesses, opportunity. First, declining per unit revenue for Maxis. Competitiveness in the communication services industry is putting downward pressure on the profitability. Second, high turnover of employees. At the lower levels is also a concern for Maxis. It can lead to higher salary to maintain the talent within the firm. Next, strength traits. First, lowering of the cost of new products launches. Maxis can use the emerging trends to start small before scaling up after initial success of a new product. Second, customer preferences are fast changing, driven by rising disposable incomes, easy access to information, and fast adoption of technological products. Customers today are more willing to experiment or try new products in the market. Weaknesses 3. First, changing demographic. This can lead to higher profit in the short run for Maxis, but reducing margins over the long run as young people are less brand loyal and more open to experimentation. Second, competitors catching up within the product development. Even though at the present, the Maxis is still the leader in the product innovation in the communication services segment. The last is summary. In the analysis phase of the strategic management process, the final phase consists of applying the SWOT framework to consolidate the snapshot of the internal and external analysis performed and identify key strategic issues. Strategies are then developed to solve strategic problems and move the organization forward as described in the next chapter.
The decision stage or quantitative strategic planning matrix QSPM is a technique that determines the best alternative plan objectively. Using the external and internal strategy aspect that have already been identified, evaluate different strategies. The key factors in the QSPM table are strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. The advantages of forward integration include increased market share for the organization. By using a forward integration strategy, Maxis may expand its market share since it reduces different transaction and transportation expenses. As a result, the ultimate price for the company's good will be reduced. Other than that, put up obstacles for future rivals. Furthermore, there are disadvantages which include ineffective bureaucracy due to the expanded bureaucracy of the new company entity. The merger and acquisition negotiation connected to forward integration may result in a number of inefficiencies. The next issue is high price since forward integration requires conducting mergers
or acquisition which may cost a lot of money to complete. The advantages of market penetration include the potential for speedy product market acceptance and dissemination. The product should be widely advertised and rapidly bought by customers if it is priced reasonable and of comparable quantity to those of the competitor item. Due to the aggressive pricing, it could also win favor with the initial customer that buy the goods. Customer may recommend you as a result. Unmet production expenses are the disadvantages. This is due to the fact that some product might be expensive to produce, and most businesses struggle to raise manufacturing and product price when competing with big business. The issue will get worse. Then, the following disadvantages are missed opportunities. The advantages are expanded control. Companies may effectively control their supply chain by integrating backward and combining with suppliers. They will be in charge of raw material production all the way to manufacturing. The following step is to reduce the cost. The disadvantages include large investment. Significant expenditure will be needed for integration, merger, or acquisition of the manufacturer. Because the firm could have to embrace new competence over the old ones, or there might be a collision between the old and new that result in inefficiencies inside the company. It will be an additional weight on the balance sheet of the organization, whether it takes the shape of debt or cash reduction. By creating an effective marketing plan, Maxis continue to accelerate apps adoption and customize app offering while enhance segmented marketing and intensifying target personalized marketing, two key factors in the production of consumer value. However, Maxis business division have ongoing cost and sales management system that are intended to improve their cost structure. In addition, systems are standard operating procedure and processes used across the world business. Maxis use a variety of procedures including hiring, choosing, evaluating, and others, much like other business. Other than that, in 2019, Maxis launched a contemporary recruitment methodology and staged its first ever internal career fair in July. Maxis made the unconventional decision to develop an engagement strategy that would entice potential workers to visit the companies, especially curated exhibition showcase innovative and interactive technology developed in-house and provide to consumer. At the end of the day, Maxis' strategy for hiring millennial workers is to achieve work-life integration. For the summary, due to its strategic employment of all clients, Maxis Communication Berhad is a very good business and supervise their staff to provide the finest service possible, ensuring that customers are happy with the business. The management keeps an eye on their employees. The Maxis products are always up to date and they allow customers to choose between plan mobile phone, which is include the Maxis iPhone 12 and data plans. To satisfy client demand, Maxis manage the distribution route as well. The profitability objective is one of Maxis pricing goal and its aim to increase profit and target return. The value objective goal is to increase quantity and take the lead in market share.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I'm Nazirul. So I will continue the presentation. The last part of presentation is conclusion. In conclusion, Maxis Communication Berhad is a very good business since it uses smart marketing to reach all of its clients. To ensure that the customer receive the finest service possible from their staff, the company controls this, and the manager keeps an eye on their employee to complete the task. Maxis consistently runs promotion to boost the company's reputation. The Maxis product is constantly updated, allowing customers to choose between plans, mobile phones like iPhone 14 and the Maxis data plan. To satisfy client demand, Maxis manage the distribution route as well. Profitability is one of Maxis' pricing goals, with the intention of maximizing profit and desired return. The volume objective goal is to increase quantity and take the lead in market share. As a result, Maxis mostly employs the psychological pricing strategy. As a telecommunication company, Maxis is required to provide crucial service to the public. Maxis should collaborate closely with MCMC to help and support in ensuring that its fixed and mobile networks remain up and running, that network performance is improved around crucial locations like clinics and hospitals, and that these networks are maintained at all times. To keep their mobile networks operating well, they must also assign network technicians who must regularly monitor traffic and be available at all times. The highest focus should be given to network performance improvement, and significant capacity should be added from both the international internet gateway and their fiber partner. Next, Maxis needs to use its technological and network as well as its big data and analytic skill to provide its consumers with individual experience. This journey's ongoing digitalization and development of client touchpoints is evidence of it. Finally, Maxis has to develop a more innovative and effective corporate culture, recognizing its workforce operational procedures and organizational structure to better reflect its strategy is one of the main tasks to be accomplished. Maxis must relocate its employees into several customer-centric focus areas and create a new organizational structure to increase both capacity and capability in order to operationally implement this strategy. Following the path of two prior successful transformation Maxis had carried out, notably around culture change and digitalization, the transformation is to realize the convergence vision. That's all from me. Thank you.